Have you ever heard of the Vatican secret archives? Hidden within its miles of shelving, some say there lies a book so powerful, so ancient, that it's kept under the tightest lock and key. This isn't just any old manuscript. We're talking about a legendary tome, sometimes whispered about as the Grand Grimoire or an ancient book of binding. Legend has it that this book contains knowledge passed down from antiquity, detailing rituals and incantations of immense power. The stories claim it's one of the oldest and most complete texts of its kind. Imagine a book that has survived centuries, maybe even millennia, its pages filled with secrets that could reshape our understanding of history and the unseen world. So, why would the Vatican hold on to such a thing? The theories are wild. Some believe it's for protection, to keep its powerful knowledge from falling into the wrong hands. Think about it. If such a text really exists, its misuse could be catastrophic. By safeguarding it, the Vatican would essentially be acting as a guardian, protecting humanity from forces it doesn't understand. Others suggest a more academic reason. The Vatican has always been a center for study and preservation. Perhaps this book is simply a historical artifact of incredible value, studied by a select few scholars to better understand the beliefs and practices of ancient cultures. It could offer unparalleled insight into the past, a window into a time when the line between the natural and the supernatural was much blurrier. Of course, there are also the more sensational theories. Some speculate that the book is actively used, a tool for a select group within the Vatican to carry out sacred, secret missions. This idea paints a picture straight out of a thriller, with hidden rites performed in the heart of the ancient city. Now, it's as crucial to state that the Vatican has never officially confirmed the existence of such a specific book of binding. The secret archives are real, but their contents are largely administrative and historical records of the Holy See. But the absence of proof isn't proof of absence, right? The mystery itself is what's so captivating. It fuels our imagination and makes us wonder what secrets the oldest institutions in the world might still be keeping. What do you think? Is there an ancient book of power locked away in a Vatican vault? Or is it all just a fascinating legend? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into the world's greatest mysteries. Have you ever wondered about the dark side of exorcism? We often see dramatic scenes in movies, but the reality can be far more disturbing. Today, we're diving into the history of exorcism rituals that were so dangerous, they had to be officially banned. These aren't your typical Hollywood portrayals. These are real methods that pushed the boundaries of faith and safety. Let's travel back in time. Before modern medicine and psychology, many physical and mental illnesses were misunderstood. People often believed they were signs of demonic possession. This led to the creation of extreme exorcism practices. For instance, one method involved intense physical trials. The possessed person would be subjected to severe fasting, sleep deprivation, and even physical beatings. The idea was to make the body an inhospitable place for the supposed demon. However, this often resulted in the person suffering severe physical harm or worse, instead of being cured. Another dangerous practice was the use of holy but toxic substances. Some exorcists would create potions containing things like mercury, lead, or arsenic. They believed these powerful elements could drive out evil spirits. People were forced to drink these concoctions, which, as you can imagine, led to severe poisoning and long-term health damage. The very cure was often more deadly than the alleged possession itself. Recognizing the immense danger and harm these methods caused, religious authorities began to step in. Over centuries, official guidelines were established, like the Romang ritual. These new rules strictly prohibited any practice that could endanger a person's life or health. Exorcism was to be a spiritual battle, not a physical one. The focus shifted to prayer, holy water, and blessings, while physical coercion and dangerous substances were completely forbidden. The Church emphasized that the goal was to save a soul, not destroy a body. This evolution shows a critical shift from superstition to a more compassionate and responsible approach. Ensuring the well-being of the individual always comes first. It's a chilling reminder of how fear and misunderstanding can lead to dangerous extremes. What do you think about this dark chapter of history? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the unknown. Have you ever been in a situation where words just fail? You're arguing with a loved one. You're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, and no matter what you say, it just makes things worse. The more you talk, the bigger the distance between you grows. It feels like you're speaking different languages. What if I told you there's a powerful, silent ritual that can bridge that gap when communication breaks down? It's simpler than you think, and it starts with one thing: stopping. Just stop talking. I know, it sounds counterintuitive. We're taught to talk it out. But sometimes, the most compassionate thing you can do for yourself and the other person is to create space. This isn't about giving the silent treatment or running away. It's a conscious pause, a moment to breathe. In that silence, something incredible happens. The emotional storm starts to calm down. Your heart rate slows. You shift from a place of reaction to a place of observation. Instead of planning your next verbal attack, you can simply sit with the feeling. This is where the ritual truly begins. Try this next time you feel stuck. Agree on a signal with your partner, a friend, or a family member. It could be a simple hand gesture, like a timeout sign. When one of you uses it, it means, I need a moment. I still care, but my words are failing me right now. Then, take a break. It could be 5 minutes. It could be an hour. The key is to come back together later when you're both calmer. During this silent time, focus on your own feelings without judgment. What's really bothering you? Is it sadness? Fear? Disappointment? Often, the anger we express is just a mask for these deeper, more vulnerable emotions. Once you understand what you're truly feeling, it's much easier to express it constructively when you do start talking again. You can say, when that happened, I felt scared, instead of yelling, you always do this. This silent ritual isn't about avoiding the problem. It's about approaching it with more wisdom and less emotional noise. It honors the fact that sometimes the most profound connections are rebuilt not with words, but with the quiet understanding that comes from giving each other space to breathe and feel. It's a practice of patience and respect that can transform your most difficult conversations. Give it a try. You might be surprised by the peace and clarity you find in the silence. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more tips on navigating life's challenges. See you next time. Ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes during an exorcism? Beyond prayers and holy water, there's a fascinating and ancient tradition involving special oils. These aren't your everyday essential oils. They're sacred blends, prepared with specific rituals, and believed to hold immense spiritual power. Today, we're uncovering the secrets of the oils used in the most extreme cases of spiritual affliction. Let's start with the most well-known, the oil of the catechumens. This is an olive oil blessed by a bishop, traditionally used in the sacrament of baptism to strengthen the individual against evil. In exorcisms, its role is similar but amplified. It's seen as a spiritual shield, anointing the person to fortify their will and create a barrier against the malevolent entity. The very act of applying this blessed oil is a powerful statement of faith and a direct challenge to the possessing force. But for the most severe situations, exorcists might turn to something more potent, often referred to as deliverance oils. These are frequently custom blends, and their recipes are closely guarded secrets passed down through generations or within specific religious orders. They often contain elements like frankincense and myrrh, substances with deep biblical significance known for their purifying properties. The idea is that their sacred aroma and blessed nature make the environment unbearable for the entity, weakening its grip. Some traditions also incorporate salt, another powerful symbol of purification and preservation, mixed into the oil to cleanse the space and the individual. Then there's the oil of the sick, or the oil of anointing. While primarily used for physical and spiritual healing for the ill, its application in exorcism is profound. It serves as a conduit for divine grace and healing, meant to soothe the spiritual and psychological torment the person is enduring. When an exorcist anoints someone with this oil, they are not just fighting the entity. They are also petitioning for divine intervention to heal the wounds caused by the possession. It's a dual-action remedy, one part spiritual warfare, one part divine healing. These oils are more than just substances. They are instruments of faith, symbols of hope, and powerful tools in a spiritual battle that has raged for centuries. Thanks for watching. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of the unknown. See you next time. Have you ever wondered what happens when an exorcism goes wrong? Deep within the ancient walls of the Vatican, a place shrouded in mystery and tradition, there are whispers of a secret that's both chilling and fascinating. We're talking about a hidden room, a place allegedly reserved for the most difficult and dangerous cases of demonic possession, the ones where the exorcism fails. For centuries, the Catholic Church has acknowledged the reality of demonic possession and has had official rites to combat it. The process, known as exorcism, is a solemn and intense ritual performed by a specially trained priest. But what happens when the entity is too strong, too stubborn, and simply refuses to leave? Do they just give up? The stories suggest otherwise. Legend has it that there exists a secure, consecrated chamber somewhere within the Vatican's vast complex. This isn't just any room. It's said to be a place of last resort. When an exorcist encounters a possession that cannot be resolved, the afflicted individual is supposedly brought here. The room is designed for long-term containment, a spiritual prison where the possessed person can be cared for while priests continue their prayers and rituals, sometimes for years. Think of it as a spiritual intensive care unit. The idea is to protect both the individual and the outside world from the malevolent force within. Priests and caregivers would attend to the person's physical needs while waging a continuous spiritual battle. These tales describe a place of immense faith and struggle, where the fight between good and evil is a daily, unending reality. So, is this room real? The Vatican is famously secretive, and there's no official map pointing to a room of failed exorcisms. It's never been publicly confirmed. Skeptics argue it's just a myth, a dark legend born from our fascination with the unknown. They suggest that such cases would likely be handled through medical and psychiatric care in a more conventional setting. However, believers and some insiders claim that just because it is not on a public tour doesn't mean it doesn't exist. They point to the Church's long history of dealing with spiritual phenomena that defy scientific explanation. For them, a dedicated facility for the most extreme cases isn't just plausible. It's a logical necessity for an institution that takes the battle against evil so seriously. Whether it's a real hidden chamber or a powerful metaphor for unwavering faith in the face of overwhelming darkness, the story of the Vatican's secret room is absolutely captivating. It forces us to think about the boundaries of faith, science, and the spiritual battles that might be happening just beyond our sight. What do you think? Is it a real place or just a chilling piece of folklore? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the world's greatest mysteries.